Bad news for Jason Day, his never-ending nightmare. Jason Day's nightmare is continuing and it doesn't seem like it's ending soon. This guy has been going through a lot lately and it doesn't look like it's going to get any better. It seems like his nightmare is never ending as he just can't seem to win any tournament. The question is, will he ever break out of the slump and become the champion we know? Stick with me to find out. Jason Day was seen as the world's best player. In a 15-month period, he won 8 times including a major. He should be at the peak of his career at 34 years old. However, Jason has not won in 3 years and now his career is at the verge of failure. Jason Day is a living embodiment on how you can have everything and within a twinkle of an eye, you've lost it all. Jason rose from humble beginnings on Australia to find his path through hard work and dedication. 5 years ago Jason Day was the best player on the planet, but now he is the forgotten man of the PGA Tour trying to work out what has gone so wrong. It was in February in 2017 when Day, now 34 years old, rose to the top of the official world golf rankings and stayed there for 51 weeks. Beginning with the 2012 PGA Championship, Jason Day had played in 34 straight major championships. But, having fallen outside the top 60 in the world ranking and out of exemptions, he faced the sobering reality of having to qualify for the US Open if he wanted to keep the streak alive. Day won his only major at the 2015 PGA Championship and has won 12 times on the PGA Tour, but he's been winless since the 2018 Wells Fargo Championship. Since the beginning of 2020 he has had a dreadful time, missing 14 cuts in 36 starts and had to withdraw from 2 tournaments because of injury. But he recently opened up on his struggles where he solemnly admitted that he cannot keep playing like this as it hurts his body and mind. He doesn't expect to be playing too much in the immediate future too, which is sad considering when he's on form he's as good as anyone. And he was faced with the question of, is this worth it? Currently, I'm probably going to play 3 events in 6 months, he told the media in a press conference at the Summit Club last year at the CJ Cup. How long Jason will continue down this path is a question that he cannot answer at this moment in time, but he's going to keep focusing on mind and body. I'm like to the point where I can't keep playing golf the way that I am because it hurts my body, he said. And when it hurts my body, then it hurts my mind, or the mental side of things. It's too much, he added, so I'm trying to take the right steps in place because if I can do that right now and do the right things, hopefully that will extend another 10 to 15 years of my career. I'm trying to play the long game right now, so I'm not really looking for anything. If results come quicker than expected, great, but I'm outside the top 50, I'm not currently in the majors other than the PGA, I'm outside the WGCs. So right now I'm to the point where I'm just kind of working on myself personally and then trying to, gain results through just the work that I'm putting in. Day was asked about what he meant by focusing on his mind, to which the Australian opened up further. I guess obviously we all battle demons, you know what I mean, and especially as golfers. It's such an individual sport even though we do have, as individuals, we do have teams around us, but you're out there battling yourself. He also said he wanted to make sure golf is not the thing that defines me and that so long as he gives it his all, then it is what it is. He's grown a lot as an individual over the last 2 years, he added. I think the biggest thing is, do I want to climb that mountain again? I've got to take it easy and I've got to be smart about it because if I'm not smart about it, then it could be short-lived, he said. Ricky Fowler found himself in a similar position. He swallowed his pride and teed it up in golf's longest day, eventually missing a playoff by 1. A valiant, even charming effort. But Jason Day? In May, when asked if he planned to play his way into the field, he said he would not because of a prior obligation, namely, a NetJets corporate outing. Still, he at least registered for the 36-hole final qualifying site in Columbus, Ohio, that is, until he withdrew from the Memorial with the newest iteration of an ever-present back issue. He then pulled out of qualifying and, just like that, the major streak died without fanfare. The whole ordeal was a depressing indictment of the state of Jason Day. At 34 years old, he should be in the prime of his career, for whatever that's worth. A former world no. 1. He should be filling out his trophy case with additional hardware. But the Australian has not won in more than 5 years now, has just won top 10 in 11 starts this year and sits at world no. 71, a number that makes him cringe. After the NetJets comment, you wondered about his motivation levels. This guy is skipping a US Open qualifier for a corporate day? After the Memorial withdrawal, you wondered if the man's back would ever allow him to return to golfing relevance. How many times has he pulled out with a bad back? All of which makes his performance at this week's Travelers Championship rather intriguing. Watching Day play, the spectacle jibes with the overall vibe of the last couple years. His movement is labored, his gait more tiptoe than strut, his countenance bordering on joyless. Jason Day struggled with significant back pain and some gnarly allergies to boot. He grimaced after nearly every swing on the back 9 Saturday and needed eye drops, which playing partner Bubba Watson happened to have in his pocket. He looks an entirely different human from the one who dominated world golf in 2015-16, winning 8 times including a major over in a 15-month stretch. In a perfect world, Day would take a few weeks off and get the back sorted, but his poor play has denied him that luxury. In the middle of the season, you don't have time to kind of get ready, he said. I'm not 21 anymore, so it doesn't recover like it used to. I'm really high on the FedEx, so got to try and do something to get myself into the playoffs. Definitely got to try and get myself inside the top 50 so I can get back into the majors. It's a pretty critical time for me. It's just to have an injury like this, or not even an injury, but have a stiff back knowing that I have to go out and play. So I just got to suck it up and just do it. In related news, it seems like Jason Day is getting by with a little help from his friends. As the struggling former world #1 tries to regain his old form, he's leaning on some of his best mates, like his high school pal from Australia, Luke Reardon, who is also his caddy. There's also his swing coach, Chris Como, who has become close with the 34-year-old over the past 2 years after Day parted ways with longtime coach Colin Swatton. Como is working to rebuild Day's swing to accommodate the back issues that continue to linger. And then, there's Tiger Woods. Day has idolized the 15-time major winner since childhood, and Woods has become a friend and mentor. Day, a 13-time tour winner who hasn't had a victory since 2018, still gets advice from Woods, even if it's a little different than in the past. There was one putting nugget he gave me in 2015, Day recalled after shooting a 2-under par 69 at Congaree Golf Club in the opening round of the CJ Cup. Tiger said, "The blade of your putter is too open. Feel like it's a little more closed on the way back. You're missing all your left to right putts on the low side." I took his advice and went on a tear. In all, it seems like Jason Day isn't giving up on himself yet, and neither should you. And with that being said, it's time to end our video. Do well to subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this, and we'll see you next time with another interesting video.